Enjoying the warm breeze?
In truth, Brom misses the Freljord's cold embrace.
A cold embrace? That does not sound appealing.
The Freljord is a harsh land, but survival has a way of bringing people together. Telling stories by the fire, hunting Elnuk by moonlight. And the Buru? What brings you together?
The Mother Serpent, the sea. We serve the goddess, and she blesses us with an endless harvest. Many of her blessings are quite delicious.
Ah, nothing brings people together like a delicious meal. In the Freljord, a mighty warrior named Olaf once felled a great frost serpent and made it into a stew. It fed his whole village for months.
Now you've made me hungry.
Then follow Brom's stomach. Let us see what we find.
You should rest.
You are right, ILLAOI. Brom will try harder.
You don't seem yourself. You worry.
Yes, for my people.
You are doing all that you can for them. I know you will succeed. Now ease your mind. Perhaps with a story.
Let's see. On the nighttime, it makes me recall stories of... the Voice Eater. A legendary beast that eats people alive, crying out their final words in their own voice. It is said many in the Freljord have vanished in the dark of the night, chasing after the voices of those they've lost. That is why we have a saying. Do not answer the voices in the dark.
That is terrifying.
Well, it is just a story. But you're right. Brom feels much better now. Good night, ILLAOI. What's on your mind, ILLAOI?
I am reflecting on what's to come. The path Nagakaboros has put before us.
It is a path of adventure. Heroes from different lands, united against a mighty foe, emerging victorious.
You make it sound heroic, like one of your stories. But I wonder if I've made the right choices along the way. If somehow I'm responsible for what we now face.
You have doubts, but you continue to follow your heart. It is what makes you strong, inspires those around you. It is why Brom will fight with you until the end.
Thank you, Bram. I am grateful for your trust and your company.
When Brom returns home, he will tell stories of ILLAOI, the Kraken Priestess. All in the Freljord will know your name.
Ha! Then we must win. I will not have my story end in failure. Sharpening your blades.
A habit. The flesh is too weak to dull them, but it brings me peace. Besides, a cleaner death is my way of showing mercy.
I suppose it is.
The test. You wonder how I survived.
I do. What did you feel? Did the Mother Serpent speak to you?
I heard... a voice I have not heard before. It clashed with those I have. Blood and smoke, liquid black. Myself with a burden. A different one.
And you calling for you. That could explain...
Temporary. Like most living things.
I am curious to see if you are right.
I don't really care if I am.
Pike, I have wondered, what has led you to hunt as you do?
I don't speak of the living man I once was.
To see the path forward, we must sometimes look back.
I don't seek anything. I simply am.
Then what's the harm in discussing it?
I had a talent for butchering jawfish.
A dangerous task. One few can survive.
But I could, until my crew cut my line, left me to die in a beast's belly. I was spared and given new strength, but at a cost, an obligation to drown my betrayers and their kind in their own blood.
Then your vengeance is not indiscriminate.
There is no purpose or need to question it.
The man you were before, would he have?
I'd suggest you ask him, but he's dead.
Yes, perhaps he is. When we are done here, Pike, what will you do?
Return to my work.
You could teach the Buru much about the creatures of the deep. Your skills, repurposed, would be of considerable value.
What I do is already valuable to some.
You really don't have a choice, do you?
You have my blade for the death of the ruined king. Not a moment after. Do not mistake what I am. I am no friend or ally.
We might be able to free you from this curse if we work together.
Save your pity. I do not need it.
Do not think it pity. Consider it my obligation.
Then I pity you.
Why don't more of your people live in Bilgewater, Priestess? Doesn't the island belong to them?
Unfortunately, most Buru hold tradition in close regard. They see Bilgewater as a city of Pelangi, outsiders. The goddess Nagakaboros teaches us to embrace desire. I find Bilgewater to be a city of desires.
You would be forgiven to see otherwise.
People come to Bilgewater to follow their own path, to move as they see fit. In that, I see truth. The only true evil is stagnation, when life and movement are held back. It is why I must push back the Black Mist.
Whether the people you defend are good or evil?
The Mother Serpent judges. I defend. And you? What do you fight for?
It seems to change day by day. For now, this will do.
I'm sure you did what you had to do.
I'm sorry, what?
Your brother. You've proven thus far that you are not someone to take life in vain.
I appreciate your optimism, but I don't think you know me well enough to say that for certain. What makes you so sure?
The winds, as you say, they blow many directions. Sometimes they are dark, cold. Sometimes they are warm and easy. We either move with them or twist in them.
Apparently, I talk too much.
Perhaps it was your test, and you survived. With a purpose.
I do have a purpose. Proving my innocence is less important to me than serving justice. At least in this matter.
I believe you.
Just a few more people left to convince then. ILLAOI, a moment.
How are you holding up, Yasuo?
After all that happened on that island, confronting my past, I just wanted to say thanks for having my back. I've traveled alone for some time and working with others. It's not exactly something I'm used to.
From the moment we met, I've sensed a great motion in you. To see you pursuing your destiny, full of purpose, I am happy to be by your side.
I never was one for destiny, but walking beside you has allowed me to finally find some degree of absolution. I've wandered without purpose for so long, but now, maybe this is where I'm meant to be. For the moment, at least.
We will soon face a great trial, and I am thankful to have your blade by my side, and to call you friend.
How about another toast? To what we've left behind, and whatever comes next.
Whatever struggle we face, we will face it together. Our next toast will be to victory. I am sure of it.
Hear, hear. I'll hold you to that.
Yasuo, sit with me a moment.
If you insist.
I wish to know you. It is better to fight among friends than strangers.
I'd say both have their disadvantages.
I know what brought you here, but what of your life in Ionia?
What's there to tell? I've always been a drifter. I go where the wind takes me. I'd tell you more, but talking makes me thirsty.
You like your drink. This much I know.
It helps me tolerate other people.
Even me.
Let's find out.
Then let's drink to new friends.
And stubborn strangers.
Do you not sleep, Ari?
I try, but around others, it's difficult. Better to stay awake, in control.
You have proven you are worthy of our trust. We have no reason to fear you.
I wish that were true. I came here searching for answers, but it seems the more I seek, the less I know myself.
I too struggle to find truth, but our destiny awaits us. When we embrace motion, every step brings us closer to it. When we stop, we become frozen in place. Then, we are lost.
I have been lost for so long. I wonder what my life could have been. What destinies have already passed me by.
All were paths leading to where you are now. Here with us, where you must be. Our destinies are entwined.
I believe you are right. Thank you for helping me along my path.
Has Bilgewater always been your home?
What it was before doesn't matter. Now it's just my hunting ground.
The city is full of killers, but it's your name on every sailor's lips. You do not simply hunt, you bring terror.
There is power in fear.
In that we agree. But you limit yourself. I believe there is more to you. A higher purpose.
What purpose?
That is for you to discover. You only see blood in the water because you've been swimming in place. blind to the vast open sea just beyond.
There is nothing for me beyond. There is only the deep.
Pike.
No more words. I wish to be alone.
Sarah, you're still awake.
Yeah. I was waiting up so I could murder you quietly in your sleep. You?
Same.
Well, since we're both up, I guess we should get back to saving the world.
Together, we may have a chance.
We've assembled quite the crew. With so much at stake, you really trust these people?
As much as I trust you.
More than that, I hope, or we're doomed.
Take some time to get to know them. Fight beside them. They might surprise you.
We'll see. You should rest.
So should you. Though it is difficult, I admit, knowing our enemy does not need any.
Yeah, a real weakness of being human, the whole sleep thing.
I suppose you see less of it these days, with your new responsibilities.
Running Bilgewater? Huh, piece of cake.
Is it?
Even when I do rest, it never comes easy. Too much of what I've seen follows me into the dark. Probably the same for all of us.
Real responsibility is the death of pleasant dreams.
Once I've taken care of mine, I wonder what I'll see when I close my eyes.
Perhaps you will dream again.
Imagine that.
Another vision?
No, just meditation. As Truth-Bearer, I am deeply connected to Nagakaboros. Her will is my will, and I embrace the motion of my destiny. But my duties can be overwhelming. Sometimes a moment's rest is all I need.
Then perhaps a story is in order. Has Brom told you of the time he battled the fire-breathing drake deep below the Winterspike Mountains? Its fire poured through the frost, carving great rivers in the ice.
Do you have a story for every occasion?
What can I say? Brom has had many adventures.
Go on then. I'm listening.
It happened during the year-long blizzard. Brom had just diverted an avalanche away from a small fishing village.